Buon pomeriggio, buonasera a tutti. Hello and welcome. My name is Monica Ricci, and I'm the Director of Marketing for Opera Viva. Opera Viva is a summer program for young artists. Every summer, we take two groups of 20 students to the beautiful city of Verona, Italy, and there they are joined by a world-class faculty of voice teachers, vocal coaches, stage directors, and collaborative pianists. And we spend 3 weeks together honing their craft. The days are filled with Italian lessons, master classes, private lessons and coachings, scenes rehearsals, and each week culminates with a public performance of opera arias and scenes. And of course, all of this is wrapped into the experience of living in Bella Italia. Today I have the pleasure of bringing to you an interview I did with Dr. Madelyn Gearheart, the founder and artistic director of Opera Viva in Verona. We recorded this interview a bit earlier, so I'm going to go to that tape now. Please enjoy. Hello, Madelyn. It's so nice to see you. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm at Hampton Beach in New Hampshire, and life is good. Nice to see you too, Monica.
Well, life is really good, isn't it? And I'm so excited to talk to you today. I can't wait to talk a little bit about Opera Viva in Verona with you.
Great. I'm ready. Bring it on.
Excellent. So I'm really excited to talk to you today about Opera Viva and share everything you have to say about Opera Viva with all of our friends and family and fans. But I thought before we get started, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your career?
So, I was born and raised in New Hampshire, Manchester, and I did my undergraduate degree at the University of New Hampshire. Then I went and got my master's at the University of Illinois, and later my doctorate at Columbia University Teachers College. All three of my degrees were in music education, but I always performed as a soloist and choral conductor as well. I married my husband Bob in 1977. He had graduated from West Point 4 years earlier. And so right away I had to jump into being an Army wife to support his career. The Army sent us to grad school, and from there we were stationed in Vicenza, Italy. And really that set the mood, or the seeds were planted for my future. We lived in Italy from 80 to 84, and again from 90 to 94. I learned the language and sang in the chorus at the Arena di Verona, and also at the Venice Opera Teatro La Fenice, and was the resident soloist with the San Felice e Fortunato Orchestra in Vicenza. While the easiest career path for me was performing, after a while I realized that a solo career was not my passion. I decided to try a bunch of new things. And it was lucky for me that Bob's career, required us to move a lot, because I got the opportunity to continually reinvent myself musically. Among other things, I was the assistant conductor of the Tacoma Opera Company, a church music minister and director of choral music at many churches, a high school and community college teacher. At one point, I had a thriving wedding music consultation business. And I've been the vocal adjudicator for countless All States, All New England, Music in the Parks festivals, many guest conductors and guest conductor for many choral festivals. Recently, I was the judge for the final round of the Butler University Opera Competition. And this fall, I will judge the finals in the vocal competition for the Piccolo Opera in New Hampshire. In 1997, Bob retired from the Army and took a job with the state of Massachusetts. By then we had children, and we decided to settle in the town of Durham, New Hampshire. There I had a great time conducting the New Hampshire Youth Chorus for 13 years. And it was also during that time that I got the idea to start the program, or start Opera Viva, and to start preparing for it. Every summer for 5 years I went back and forth to Italy. And then 12 years ago we launched the first session. 4 years into the program, we expanded and had 2 sessions, and we've had 2 sessions every year after. So to sum it up, I've had a wonderful and varied career making music for 43 years and counting.
Excellent. So tell me why you created Opera Viva.
After having lived in Italy and fallen in love with the country, I knew I had to return in some way. Not full time as such, but I thought going back a little bit every summer would be ideal. One thing I had found lacking in my professional career was that I had no colleagues. When I sang as a soloist, it was just me. When I conducted, I was alone. And when I had a private studio in my home, it was just me. Creating Opera Viva and having the amazing colleagues that I have now has been better than I have ever could have imagined, and truly one of the greatest joys of my life.
So tell me why you chose to host Opera Viva in Verona.
So I had a history with Verona. When we lived in Italy for those 8 years, I had sung at the arena and I became enchanted with the city. It's really beautiful and it's so safe and different from many other Italian cities with regard to crowds and tourists. The fact that every summer at the arena, the Roman amphitheater, the fact that they host a huge opera festival every summer made it a perfect spot for our program.
Would you mind telling me about some of your favorite moments at Opera Viva?
You told me you were going to ask me this question, and I've given it a great deal of thought. My favorite moments have all had to do with the joy of discovery. Bob and I get to Italy every year, a couple of weeks before the sessions start, and we take care of all the logistical matters. And then once the students come to us, it's like a blank slate, and things start to happen very quickly. At first, it's the small discoveries for the students. I can travel to Europe on my own and make that scary connection in Germany. I can get over jet lag and learn to cook my meals and get along with a roommate. I can learn the repertoire and the Italian language. I can navigate the city of Verona, the money, the grocery store, etc. And then when the classes and lessons and concerts and scenes rehearsals are going on at the same time, all of a sudden the faculty and I see a huge change in each of the students. They have discovered new repertoire and rehearsal techniques, and most of all, discovered a new confidence. Even better, they've discovered a path to their future. Each year, the students and the circumstances are different, of course, but it's remarkable that this process of discovery always occurs. And watching these moments is really amazing. I think at Opera Viva, we take really great care to individualize our curriculum for each student. They come in at point A and we say, we're going to take you to point B. Wherever you are in your spectrum, wherever you are with your repertoire, wherever you are with your technique, that'll be your point A, and then we'll take you to point B. And we've had several students come back year after year because then when they come again, that's their new point A. And so then we take them to point B. So that individualizing is something we're very proud of, and it really works for us. And the students aren't the only ones making the discoveries. The faculty is also discovering the wonders of Verona, discovering the students and their individual personalities, and teaching new techniques and how to overcome new challenges. Best of all, they discover new friendships and professional connections amid their colleagues, and they continue them as the years go by.
Can you tell me what the most rewarding thing is for you being in Verona with Opera Viva every summer?
Well, it's the joy of it all. The pride I feel being a part of such a wonderful program. I'm going to get teared up here because I really feel this from the heart. The joy of being with my dear colleagues who we call the Dream Team. I got in the elevator last summer on the day before the first day of classes, and I ran right into Gerardo Felizati, one of our Italian coaches. Well, we started screaming and hugging each other and jumping up and down, and he said, "It's like the first day of school." And I know that everybody feels the same way. We can't wait to see each other each year because we love each other and consider ourselves family. June Anderson was on our faculty for many, many years. And every year at the end of Opera Viva, she would say to me, "You know, Madelyn, everyone has dreams and aspirations, but not many achieve their dreams. But you have done it, and in a really great way." I didn't think much about it at the time, truly, but now, after 12 years, I've reflected on her words a bit. It is very rewarding to know that my dream came true. and it is my passion to inspire others to come to Verona and to Opera Viva and discover and achieve their dreams. It is rewarding when I go across the country and visit countless universities and attend numerous conferences that everyone knows and respects the Opera Viva program. We have a spotless reputation for excellence. I take great pride in this accomplishment, and it is most rewarding to sit back and say, yeah, I did that.
You did do that, and so many of us are so happy that you did. We enjoy being there so much. Speaking on behalf of all of the faculty, and I'm sure of all of the students who have come to Verona to participate in Opera Viva over the years, it's really been a wonderful experience, and I can't wait for us to do it again.
Thanks, Monica. I'll see you soon.
See you very soon, Madelyn. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks.
I really enjoyed catching up with Madelyn, and I hope you enjoyed our conversation. I'm going to close out today's broadcast by sharing with you a performance by Opera Viva students. The scene I have chosen is from Donizetti's The Elixir of Love. This is a scene in Act 2 when Gianetta is gossiping with the girls in the town about Nemorino, who has just recently inherited his uncle's fortunes. This performance is from the summer of 2018, and it was recorded in Palazzo Camuzzini, one of the beautiful concert venues that we use in Verona for our program. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you join me next time when we come back for another conversation with Opera Viva's faculty. Buongiorno, buonasera a tutti. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a wonderful day. Ciao.